Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. David Ferreira here from Fortified Realty Group. And some of you may or may not know, I've been doing flips in Fall River since 2015, mostly three families. And today we're gonna talk about one of my favorite three families ever. We're gonna get into the history of it, the story of it, and kind of where it's going. So let's get into it. But first, make sure you hit that subscribe button, stay up to date. We have tons of insightful content, behind the scenes, how this all works. You know, it's all here. So hit the subscribe button and get notified when we have new content. So you ready guys? Let's get into it. 321 High, historic building, downtown Fall River, right across the street from the original Durfee High School, all right, which ended up becoming the housing court. So I guess if you have to evict a tenant, you just go right across the street. So the history of this building is fascinating. So the Buffington family, very well known in Fall River. 10 Purchase Street, where Time Blossom is. We always feature that place. One of our favorite spots is in the Buffington building. So the Buffington family owned this building in the early 1900s. I'm fascinated with the history of the properties. So if you look on the deed, there's an easement from the Buffington family to the New York, New Haven, Hartford Railroad to build a tunnel under the building, the roof of which would be 90 feet below the surface. So reading that, I'm thinking subway. Right? In the early 1900s, Fall River was one of the most powerful cities in America. A lot of people don't know this. The mills were booming. I mean, we were it. We had the steamship that went from Fall River to New York, Pier 14 in Manhattan, and you know, it was the Fall River line. So this Fall River was like a major player in America. So it's not outside of the realm of possibility that that easement was potentially for a subway system that was never built. So a little bit of history on the house. So getting into the property, a lot of upside here. So we kind of went through the whole thing. It was owned for a long time by a family, and you know, I think somebody passed away and we bought it. We actually bought it on MLS, which is crazy because usually these are off-market deals, but we know how to buy on MLS as well. So big unit on the first floor, 1900 square feet, 3 beds, huge kitchen. This kitchen, I've been rewatching The Sopranos. It's The Sopranos kitchen, Tony's kitchen, right? The green counters with the light oak cabinets. All right, but it looks good, right? We painted it, new floors, the whole thing. Off the kitchen, we have a laundry room. So great owner-occupied unit, private entrance in the back. So if someone was gonna live here, awesome unit for that. If you're going to rent it out, I think this unit, $1,800 a month. I mean, it's huge, all right? Second floor has 2 units. The 2-bedroom in the front, way oversized bedrooms. There's actually probably a little bit of wasted space in this unit because the bedrooms are so big, but it is what it is, right? When we do these flips, we gotta balance that out. We can't knock down walls and cut, it just is what it is. But it's a great unit. So that's a 2-bedroom with parking. That should do about $1,500. And then the small unit in the back, 2R, that's the one we had to do the most work. Again, it's a balancing act. So this one, it's a 1-bedroom, heat included. We did a whole new bathroom, whole new kitchen. We had to do a new stack. We had to add the fire escape. All right, that's a lot too. There's a lot that goes into the fire escapes. So we had to add that. So this is a great unit, has heat included, tied into the first floor. And this one I think would do $1,200. All right, now the value add here for the investor is the 3rd floor. So before we get to that, let's do the math. So 18, 15, 12, you're doing about $4,500 a month at $590 on the list price for the building. Now let's take a look at this 3rd floor. It's a 3-family building. Obviously, at some point in history, this was an apartment. I mean, we can clearly see. And what's crazy is if you look at this linoleum in the kitchen, underneath there's newspaper. That's how they padded it. The newspaper's from the 1940s. So if you do your little bit of history, a little bit of research, during the war, a lot of things were hard to come by. So people used newspaper to underlay the floor. You know, this stuff fascinates me. So this unit, you'd have to go before the zoning board. You'd have to get it approved. You know, I think I like the chances here, but I'm thinking about 70 grand to do this unit over. And I think this unit does 1,200 in its sleep. 2 bedrooms, all redone. Probably would do more, but let's just call it 1,200. So now you got a 4-unit downtown. You're in it at about 660, 590 plus the 70. All right, and you're doing $5,700 a month. $5,700 a month gross rents at $660. That's the value of Fall River. I just looked at a deal the other day in Dorchester. Great guy selling it, just redid his building, 1,675. $1,675,000 to do $11,000 a month. So approximately a third of the price to do about half the income. So you could buy 2 buildings in Fall River on this level, end up with 6 to 8 units, right? And do the same $11,000 a month for about 1.2. So there's the value in Fall River. So if you're not familiar with Fall River, there's a lot happening in our city. We talk about it all the time. This building is right downtown. That's another thing I like about 321 High, right downtown. All right, all the new restaurants, the bars, everything that's getting developed is right here. And the train less than a mile away, right up the street, less than a mile away. All right, you have the waterfront, right near the waterfront. All the new development going in. We got 6-story buildings coming, right? One of them's opening in December. Downtown, a couple of developers are redoing a lot of things in the city. A lot of money coming here. I mean, I'd love to have you come down. We'll take a walk through the city and I'll show you everything that Fall River has to offer. So there you have the story of 321 High Street, Fall River, Mass. One of my favorite flips I've done thus far. All right, so I leave you with one question. Would you invest in Fall River? And if so, what would you invest in? Business, restaurant, multifamilies, flips? What would it be? I'd love to hear it. All right, guys, so thank you for tuning in today to our channel. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment below, click that bell to get notified. All right, take it easy, guys. See you on the next one.